Splish! Splosh! Ah!
Booshka,
And that brings me to why every day of your life, everything around you that you ever see, hear, touch, or otherwise think you create, it's just getting old. It's like we've got a business selling cakes now. We've worked really hard to build this business up. You know, every day we come to work, dealing with customers, getting all their exact food requirements met, and everything, and then moving them along and creating something completely different for the next guy. So frick, we know all about making cakes. So frick, we know all about making and baking cakes. Right down to this flour or that flour. Should the cake be left in this oven, this long, or that long? Should I just put it in the fridge? Should the cake be left in the oven this long, or that long? Or should I just put it in the fridge? Should the cake be left in the oven this long, or that long? Or should I just put it in the fridge? But every day we just leave our own cake on the bloody bench, just defrosting or something, to make room in the oven for this not even in reality that attractive of a customer, just because their cake's different to ours. Meanwhile, our cake is now moldy, so we throw it in. Meanwhile, our cake is now moldy, so we throw our very own cake in the bin for no one to enjoy. It seemed rational at the time, but I'd argue this is because we didn't know what mold was. We say we do. We go YOLO, and then slam dunk our cake into the bin just to prove that we really only live once. You can have your cake and eat it too. You can have whatever cake you want too. There's infinite ingredients. But the problem is that we lack perspective. We came into this world a baby. One dumb baby with a genius level of learning capability. But until somehow we start baking a very wholesome cake for ourselves, we will forever just be getting high off the fermented bits of mold and then occasionally putting a cherry on top, which is a weirdly salty cherry because it gets plonked in a puddle of tears every time. Oh, but it tastes so sweet. I'm really hydrated with all these tears, But why didn't we just put our cake in the oven? Wouldn't have had to go through that silly process of salting the cherry and then having to compensate for the salt by trying to make the cherry more sweet and all that. Why didn't we just put our cake in the oven? It was already preheated. And there was even oven mitts right there, ready to go. It's because we looked at our cot. It's because we looked out of our cot as a baby, and at about 4 years old, took the perspective of a self that should be, and mainly just feel, certain. It's because we looked out of our cot as a baby, and at about 4 years old, took this. It's because we looked out of our cot as a baby, and at about 4 years old, took the perspective of a self that should be, and mainly just feel, a certain way. We live a third-person perspective on life. The beautiful, tasty fucking cake was there to be baked. The beautiful, tasty fucking cake was there to be baked, but we thought we'd better make some effort to live correctly according to the customers that get our attention. As if this beautiful cake of life wasn't capable of producing every result you could have ever wanted on its own. Literally, all you have to do is decide to put it in the oven instead of in the bin. AKA, guys, be wise. Don't compensate putting the pain in disguise. It is its very own prize. Now put your cake in the oven, bitch. Also, guys, be wise. Don't disguise your life. It also is its very own prize. See part 3. tomorrow.